Welcome to Revive Kids. Today we have some exciting things in store for you. I hope you enjoyed the episode.
Am I doing this right? Is this what a fork is meant to be used for? Maybe Professor Lorrie will know more. Let's check it out.
Hey kids! So, today we're going to try to make some water in this bowl go into this bowl. I have a few things that we could use. I have a fork, I have a spoon, and I have a cup. What do you think will be the easiest to move as much water as we can from this bowl to this bowl? You think the fork? Probably not. What about the spoon? Well, maybe a little, but I think the cup would be the best. So what if I told you that we can't use the cup anymore? That's going out. Okay, so now we have the spoon and we have the fork. Well, you know what? This spoon I need to use for after and I don't want to rewash it, so that one I can't use either. Okay, so now we have a fork and we're going to try to move water from this side, one bowl to the other. Oh, I think I got a few drips, but I don't think that works very well. Well, do you think it would have worked better if I actually did use that spoon? That's quite a bit better. And now what if I actually did use that cup? See, everything has a purpose. Maybe the fork isn't very good at moving water from one bowl to another. Maybe I wouldn't use a fork to have a bowl of soup. But a fork can be really useful. What about when you're eating pasta or cutting into a steak? Forks can be really useful, but they have their purpose. If we're trying to use something like a fork for something that it's not really good at, we're going to have a hard time trying to make it work. Now think about an athlete. Think about someone who's an amazing swimmer in the Olympics. What if they decided to go sprinting and join a different Olympic game? Do you think they'll be very good at it? No, so we all have our own purpose. Maybe you're really good at playing an instrument. Maybe you're really good at dancing. And the cool thing is, God has put us with individual gifts for a reason. We all have our own purpose. The Bible verse I have for today is, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails." Proverbs 19, verse 21. We all have a purpose. We all have something that God has put in us that could be a gift or a talent. And maybe we don't know what that is yet. But the awesome thing is, it might be different to someone else. It might be different to what you expect. But God knows it, and God has something really special in store for you. Well, let's see what we have for the rest of the episode.
Oh, so that's what a fork is used for. Let's check out our Bible story.
Jesus feeds lots of people. One day, Jesus went with his disciples in a boat and crossed over a lake called Galilee. As soon as Jesus arrived on the beach, many people were waiting for him. They listened as he told them stories about God and watched as he healed everyone who was sick. Jesus helped people all day, and when he was finished, everyone was tired and hungry. The disciples told Jesus to send the people home so they could get something to eat before it went dark. Jesus decided to do something very special, and he asked his disciples to find all the food they could. This made the disciples worried because there was nowhere to buy food. How could they feed all these people? One of the disciples, called Andrew, brought a little boy to Jesus who had 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. "How can we feed so many people with just this food?" asked Andrew. Jesus smiled and thanked the little boy. Then, just as it was going dark, Jesus told everyone to sit down. He took the bread and fishes and blessed the food before he broke it into pieces. Then Jesus told the disciples to take the bread and fish and share it with all the people. As the disciples gave out the food, suddenly they realized that Jesus had done a miracle. There was enough bread and fish for all the people. Everyone had food to eat and they were very happy. Then Jesus told his disciples to gather together all the bits of food that the people had not eaten. They collected 12 baskets of leftover food. God had given food to more than 5,000 men, women, and children because he loved them.
Wow, what an amazing Bible story. Boys and girls, today we have learnt so many awesome things, but there are two main points that I want you to take home from today's episode. The first point, you were created for a purpose. You see, God had a plan when he created you. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Just like in the object lesson that Lorrie showed us with the utensils, how she had the fork, the spoon and the cup. Each utensil is created for a purpose, and sometimes with some things you can't use it, like you couldn't really use the fork to bring the water to the other bowl. It wasn't designed for that. In the same way, you are created specially, you are unique, and you have been created for a purpose. So boys and girls, we need to remember not to compare ourselves to other people, but remember that we are fearfully, wonderfully made and that God has created us for a purpose. Point 2, you can make a difference. In the Bible story, we learnt about the little boy who had his lunch and decided to help Jesus fulfill his miracle. He gave his lunch to Jesus and Jesus was able to feed the 5,000. You see, the little boy was only a child. Boys and girls, sometimes we might feel that we are too young. We might feel, oh, I'm only 3 years old, or oh, I'm only 10 years old. What can I do? Well, God can use you. He can use what you have in your hands as long as we are willing to be used by him, as long as we are willing to hear from him and fulfill his purpose. So you can make a difference. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Now, if you want the latest updates or to watch past episodes, please make sure you're following us on social media or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have a great day.